What's up, guys? It's Dr. Jim. I am your CBD expert, your natural health care expert, and your worldwide virtual health coach. That is a mouthful, but I love to say it. I am your CBD expert. Thank you for getting on tonight. Tonight's topic is a great topic. I'm excited about the topic. Tonight's title is CBD Oil, How to Pick What's Best. All right? Thank you for getting on tonight. CBD oil and how to pick what's best. I think that's really important because, man, there's a lot of misinformation out there, and I just want everybody out there to know what are some parameters that you should use to pick the very, very best CBD that you can find. So, thank you for getting on. While you're getting on, if you would please, in the comments, put, number one, where you're coming in from. Because people are seeing this all over the world, all over the country. Every different state gets represented, all kinds of different countries. So I really love to see that. That's exciting stuff to me. And second, I want to know, are you getting this live? Because are you getting the full energy of Dr. Jim live? Or are you watching it on the replay? But either way, it's going to be awesome. It's an exciting topic because I think people really need to know what this information is, what's going on out there. The title tonight is CBD oil and how to pick what's best. All right, so that's an important topic. Now, just some semantics, but I'm not telling you what's the best. All right, but how to pick what's best. All right, because the truth is there are a number of very nice oils out there, but there's a lot of garbage out there. And the biggest thing you want to do is be able to get away from the garbage, all right? So once again, the disclaimer for tonight is I am not your doctor tonight. You are not my patient tonight. There is absolutely nothing about this video that constitutes a doctor-patient relationship. So please don't change anything about your healthcare regime because you heard me talk about something cool in this video. Second, CBD oil is a natural supplement, okay? It is not a drug. Therefore, we do not treat it as a drug. Therefore, it is not designed to diagnose, cure, or treat any specific disease, all right? The same way vitamin C is not to cure any specific disease. We don't look at CBD oil that way either, but it does amazing things, and I've done a ton of videos of the amazing things it does, but what I want to talk about today is how can you pick the best, what's best, all right? And that's the title for tonight, CBD oil and how to pick what's best. Well, probably, and I'm going to occasionally look down at my notes because there's some stats and things that blew my mind, and I just want to make sure that I get them right. So please forgive me if I'm looking down at my notes. All of this is stuff that I can't necessarily just remember all the time because some of it's really new. So many of you probably recently just watched a thing on Dr. Oz, or that was connected with Dr. Oz. And what they did is an investigative reporting team for a Fox affiliate in LA. They teamed up with Dr. Oz, and they went out and they gathered CBD products from local establishments in LA and in New York. And they took them to the lab, and what they did is that at the lab, they had them, third-party tested, so that they could see what was really in the CBD products that they were getting. All right. So this is where I'm going to have to read. Now, out of the 13 different products that they checked, only one of them had what it claimed in it. Can you believe that? Only one of the 13 had the amount of CBD in it that it claimed. 2 others were close. 4 had significantly less CBD than they claimed, and 5 of them, get this, 5 of the 13 had absolutely no CBD oil in them at all. Can you believe that? I mean, that's crazy, right? And so that's literally 1 in 13 products that they surveyed at these establishments had what it said it was going to have in it. That blows my mind. They should be shut down. It's false advertising. It's deceptive. I mean, I'm here to tell you that I've been in practice on Friday, it was 20 years. It was a super exciting day for me. But I'm here to tell you, if I went out and I lied to people about anything that I do, I would get, fined and arrested. 1 in 13 had in it the amount of CBD on it that it said it had. Now, one of them had more CBD oil in it than it said, which can be just as big a problem because how are you supposed to dose it properly if you don't know what you're getting? All right, so that's crazy. Now, that's only 7.7% of what they surveyed actually had in it what it said it did. Now, that's not even the worst part because let's say, you thought you were getting CBD oil and you just got oil, all right? Well, at least it's not going to hurt you. But what they also found is there were some things in these products that were some serious health concerns. 2 of the products tested had significant levels of ethanol in them. All right, are you hearing me? Ethanol. Okay, this is dangerous stuff. I mean, this is what they put in your gasoline. All right, ethanol. Now, to take it even a step worse than that is that one of them failed miserably because on a microbial test, it had significant amounts of E. coli in it. All right. Now, E. coli is what's called a fecal coliform. Now, did you catch that first word, fecal? Yeah, fecal. I like saying it. It's kind of fun. Fecal. All right. So literally, these are bacteria that produce toxins that can make you very sick, and basically, they're in poop. All right. Fecal. So imagine you're getting poop in your CBD oil. All right. That's what they found. I mean, this is ridiculous. And this wasn't just this is crazy, right? So now here's another one. It's about not having in it what they say they have in it. One of them that said it had 0 THC in it had almost 3%, not 0.3 or not 0.03. It had 3%. Now, if you gave that to a 10-year-old child, they would be bombed out of their mind. All right? That's the danger of what I'm talking about. This is the crazy stuff that's going on. It is literally like the wild, wild west out there when it comes to CBD oil, and I'm not having it. My patients and my family rely on me to make good decisions for their health. And you've got 1 in 13 products on this show that were ultimately figured out that they had in it what they said they had in it. And also that they didn't have poop or ethanol or, all these horrible things. I mean, this is crazy stuff. So, this is where we get to the 3 points of how do you know or how do you pick what's best. I think I've gotten a little out of control, and I think I've established that you can't just go out there to some store and pick something up and think you're getting anything that's worth anything. All right? Okay, so number 1, you need a CBD oil. I highly recommend a CBD oil product that has been third-party tested. Okay? Not only that, but even better yet, that they post the results of their third-party testing. Okay? Better yet, there is something called the U.S. Hemp Authority, and they have created a certified seal now where companies that have gone through all the checks and balances, all the tests, all of the quality assurance, everything, those companies now can get the U.S. Hemp Authority certified seal. Okay. Well, I highly recommend that you get a CBD oil that has that on it. All right. Now, the CBD oil I recommend it just tells me now the products that there was like 13 original. There'll be more. Okay, but the product that I recommend was one of the first 13. And the reason of that is they have been at the forefront of quality assurance, making sure the consumer gets exactly what they want and they don't get anything else. They're not getting heavy metals and they're not getting pesticides and they're not getting a bunch of junk in there that you don't know. That is scary stuff. So number 1, I recommend the U.S. Hemp Authority certified seal. All right. Number 2, when it comes to CBD oil, there's a couple things I recommend. Number 1, I like it to be U.S. grown. Okay, that is because the U.S. government has very specific standards, and if it was grown in the United States, they followed all those standards. All right, really, really important. Number 2 is that the CBD oil was CO2 extracted. Now, why is that important? Well, because most of the other ways that they extract CBD from hemp is with solvents, okay? Solvents like ethanol. And if you use solvents, it is highly likely that those solvents can end up in your CBD oil, just like those two products that were tested before, all right? So that's crazy. So you want something that is CO2 extracted. It's very, very clean, and it gives you a nice, pure oil. Hold on. I'm checking my notes here again. Oh, yeah. Also, you definitely want it to be third-party tested, okay? Because third-party testing is not done by the company, the oil company. It's not done by the grower. It's done by a third party who has they have no dog in the hunt. They're there to tell you what's in your CBD oil and what's not in it. And so when you get it third party tested, number one, it can tell you, does it have the amount of CBD oil in it that you say? And does it not have the THC that, or it does the amounts that you say it has? So number one, it's going to tell you exactly what's in your CBD oil. Number two, and probably more important to me, because this is where the dangers of all this craziness that's going on out there is that it's going to tell you what's not in it, all right? Because it's going to tell you that there's no funguses or molds or heavy metals, or that there's not poop in it, there's not E. coli in it, or all of this other junk. So this is the important stuff. You have to get a product that is third-party tested. If you don't, you are risking your health and your family's health, so I highly recommend you get something that is third-party tested, all right? Now, because it should really, it should only have a few ingredients, right? I recommend an oil, so it should only really have a few: CBD, a carrier oil, and a natural flavor. If it has those three things, it's good, all right? But if you've got 15 other things in there, that's not a pure CBD oil that we want. We want CBD, a carrier oil, and a natural flavoring. That's it, and that's really all you need, all right? And then number three, so number one is you want it to be certified. I think that's a great thing. Number two, you want it to be third-party tested, and you want it to have, CO2 extraction. You want it to be have few ingredients. You want it to be grown in the United States. You want all those things. And then last is, I prefer an oil. I believe that a sublingual oil is the very best way to get your CBD. Now, this is why. When you put the oil underneath your tongue and you hold it there for 2 minutes, the CBD absorbs directly into the blood vessels here underneath your tongue. And that goes directly into your bloodstream, all right? When you use a gummy or a capsule or any type of edible, when you put that in your mouth, it doesn't go into your bloodstream. It goes through your digestive tract. And let's face it, how many people out there have screwed up digestive tracts? Like everyone, right? And so you put this into the digestive system, and now it has to go all the way through the digestive system, be processed through the liver before it makes it into your bloodstream. So how in the world do you know how much CBD you're actually getting? The answer is you don't really. It's a big guess. So when you use sublingual CBD oil, not only does it get directly into your bloodstream, but it makes the dosing very, very exact. If you count the drops, you know exactly how much CBD you're putting in your body, so you can either up it or down it to find your exact sweet spot. And that's why I think an oil, a sublingual oil, is the very, very best way to do it, okay? Now, I'm going to ruffle some feathers probably here, and so I'm going to start this with, I'm not saying that this is a bad product, but I'm just telling you that I think there's some garbage being sold out there. So this is what I want you to hear. I hear a lot of people out there saying that water-soluble CBD is way better than oil-based CBD, okay? And they use some complete garbage science to tell you why that is. Things like, oh, well, your body's made up of 60 or 70% water, and oil and water don't mix, so that's why water-soluble is better. hold on a second, all right? Number one, they've done research that proves that if you put coconut oil on your skin, that it will absorb into your bloodstream and it will affect your blood lipid levels. All right? So we know that an oil put on topically can literally absorb through your skin and it will end up in your bloodstream and it will affect your blood lipid levels. All right? So we know that if you put CBD oil underneath your tongue, it is going to absorb into your bloodstream and it's going to get in there. Okay? So we know it gets into your system, but this concept that, you know, water soluble is better because 60 to 70% of your body's water and oil and water don't mix, that's just big marketing, okay? That is a company that said, how are we going to differentiate ourselves? Well, we're going to say we're water soluble and we're going to make up a bunch of garbage about oil and water don't mix. No kidding, oil and water don't mix. But what does that have to do with whether CBD oil from an oil is going to help you or not? Because this is my point. If that's the truth, then all of these healthy oils, things like coconut oil, things like fish oil, things like hemp seed oil, then they would have absolutely no beneficial effect in your body because oil and water don't mix. Do you see where that's just a marketing ploy, all right? That's not based in anything real. That is marketing, just marketing jabber, all right? So don't be tricked by, you know, marketing claims. Now, I go back to the point that I'm not saying that water-soluble CBD oil is not okay. All right? I don't recommend it. It's not what I use, but I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that saying it's better than CBD oil in an oil base because, you know, oil and water don't mix. That's garbage. All right? So don't be swayed by all the jibber jabber marketing talk out there, all right? So just know that if you take fish oil, guess what? It has a positive impact on your body. If you take coconut oil, it has a positive impact on your body. Why? Because oil gets into your bloodstream and it does awesome things. The same with CBD oil, all right? So that's just kind of my thing. These marketing ploys drive me berserk because it's so ridiculous that they go over that kind of stuff, and it's just a way to sell more of their product, all right? Once again, not saying it's bad, just saying don't believe that hype, all right? Because that's just hype, all right? Now, just to recap, all right? The reason I did this video, because it is absolutely the wild, wild west out there when it comes to CBD oil. So if you're looking for CBD oil, you need to find a brand, a company that is offering only the very, very best, the highest quality, the purest, with no garbage, no junk, no anything, and they do what they say, right? That's what's really important. Because according to the investigation from Dr. Oz and those guys, 1 in 13 actually had what it said it should have inside of it. Does that blow your mind? I mean, that's ridiculous, all right? So if only 1 in 13 has what it says, and then about 3 of them had either dangerous ethanol or poop in it, Ecola, well then guess what? You need something that, number one, it needs to be third-party tested and being certified by the U.S. Hemp Authority, its certified seal of approval. That is a great start. You should start with something like that. That's one way to pick what's best. Number 2, I believe it should be grown in the United States. It should be CO2 extracted. It should be third-party tested to make sure it doesn't have ethanol and microbes in it. And it also tells you that it has what it should have in it, okay? And it should have just a few ingredients. CBD, a carrier oil, and a natural flavor if you want it, all right? So it's very, very simple. These are ways to pick the best. And then third, I do believe that a sublingual oil is the very, very best. And there's a couple reasons for that. One is when you put it underneath your tongue, it absorbs directly into your bloodstream. When you eat an edible, a gummy, a capsule, it has to go through your digestive tract, and you have absolutely no idea how much CBD you're actually getting. When it goes underneath your tongue, you can dose it exactly. 1 drop of 500 milligram has approximately, it has 0.5 milligrams of CBD in it. All right, so it's that simple. You can know I put in 10 drops. That was 5 milligrams of CBD. It had a great effect. I should be taking 5 milligrams. If you don't know how to dose it, then you're lost, and we call it popping and praying. You're just popping and praying that you get the right amount. All right. So I do not recommend. That's why I don't recommend the edibles. I recommend a sublingual oil. And just that caveat on the end of that, don't believe the marketing hype about water soluble versus oil soluble. And once again, I'm not saying that water soluble is bad and that they're probably not good companies with some good products. I'm just saying don't believe the marketing ploy, because that's really what it is. All right? So I hope that really, really helps you. Now, what I want you to know is if you are looking for the best, if you want to find out what's best, and you listen to those guidelines and you're like, Doc, well, what do you recommend? I mean, because what I recommend ticks every one of those boxes. It's been at the forefront since the beginning. It's one of the original 13 certified by the U.S. Hemp Authority. It's had all that testing. It posted on the website. It's all there for everyone to see. So I highly recommend a very specific oil. Now, if you want to know what I recommend, you direct message me and I'm going to tell you what I recommend. All right? Now, if somebody else sent you this video, and I guarantee you they're probably going to tell you the same thing. They have something that they recommend, which is probably what I recommend. So you get with them and they're going to tell you what you should get. Number 2 is, because it is the wild, wild west out there, and people's health literally is in the balance of this, okay? People, literally what happens if that one product that was supposed to have 0 THC in it had 3%, and someone's child had ADHD or eczema, and they were like, I heard this was good for that, and they gave their child that, and their child was doped out. That is unacceptable to me. All right? So I am here to spread this across the country to as many people that will listen, and we are taking CBD oil to as many people as possible. So if you want to be on my team, if you want to be an affiliate with me and help me spread this word, you also direct message me, and I will help you become the very best you can be in this industry. I will help you. We will do great things together. Now, if somebody else sent you this video and they want you on their team, go be on their team. All right? But if you want to be on my team, please direct message me. I would love to help you. I want to help as many people change lives and get this information out there to everybody. Okay? So I'm passionate about it. I'm excited to have you on my team. Okay? So direct message me and say I want to be on your team. All right? Now, last week I did a giveaway. Now, there were 3 ways to enter that giveaway. Now, this is what I'm going to do. We had people entering right up until the start of this video. So I don't have the answer yet. I'm going to announce it on this page tomorrow who was the winner of last week's 500 milligram CBD oil bottle. Now, this was not a sample. This is a full 30 milliliter, 500 milligram full spectrum CBD oil. It's awesome. All right. So I will announce that tomorrow of who the winner was. Now, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it again. All right. This week. All right. Same thing. A 500 milligram bottle, full spectrum CBD oil, full bottle. All right. That is a $70 value. All right, I'm going to ship it to you. So throw in shipping, it's probably $78 value. All right, now, how do you get entered this week? Well, and now, here's the deal. This is for new people. If you entered last week, I'm sorry if you don't win. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. We got a lot of people subscribed, but this is how you entered this week. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, if you subscribe to Dr. Jim Holland on YouTube, you're entered to win this week, okay? If you are a new purchaser of my health transformation program, my online health transformation program, the world's first online health transformation program, featuring the amazing benefits of CBD oil. If you are one of those purchasers, then you get 2 entries into this giveaway. And third, if you join my team this week, you get 2 entries. All right? Very simple. All right? That's for everybody new going forward from right before this video till next week's video. All right? Subscribe to my YouTube channel, you get an entry. Buy my online health transformation program featuring CBD oil. Now let me tell you a little bit about it. If you want to lose weight, if you want to reduce your inflammation, if you have autoimmune conditions, any health concern like that you have, we have combined the amazing benefits of CBD oil with an entire diet and eating style that lowers inflammation, reduces pain, inflammation, helps with your blood sugar, your blood pressure, and it's going to help you lose weight. If you and just realize, guys, summer's right around the corner. There's nothing better out there that's cheaper. I guarantee it. And then third, it is going to give you the exact supplements that I handpick to get you exactly where you want to go. I also created a private Facebook group that you can become a member of. Once you buy the program, you friend me, and I will put you in the group, and inside the group you can ask me questions, and I will help coach you throughout the process so you get the results you want. So if you want to know about that program, put yes in the comments. You put yes in the comments, it'll in Messenger, it's going to send you a link, and then what you'll do is you'll opt in, and there's a video where I explain the whole program, and it goes over pricing and everything. If you buy the program, you get 2 entries for this bottle of CBD oil. And third, if you want to be an affiliate, if you want to help sell CBD oil, you want to be on my team. If you're motivated, man, I want you on my team, then you get 2 entries as well. Once again, if somebody else sent you this video, please join their team. I'm not here to take anybody's team members, all right? But that's what we want. I'm super excited. It was a great night tonight. Thank you guys for getting on. Please like this and share it and share it and share it and share it and comment. Because this information is going to change lives, not just here in the United States, but in Europe, in Australia, all around the world. We can make a huge difference. So please like it and share it. Subscribe to me on YouTube, get an entry. Put yes in the comments, and if you put yes in the comments, you can go check out the health transformation program or direct message me to join my team. All of that for a free bottle of CBD oil next week, as well as we will announce the winners of this past one tomorrow morning. All right? So, just like I tell my son every day before he goes to school, be your very best today. Hashtag never quit. And I believe that God wants the very, very best for you. And the day you believe that, it will change your life forever. Have an awesome, awesome night.